So here are some things that I wish I knew getting ready to start my journey of content creation. And I hope these things will help out some of the smaller pages because I'm a small page myself and I have plans of becoming a big one. And I'm sure you do too. You have to post. Bottom line, you have to post. You've got to post. Just honestly challenge yourself, take a week and post a video every single day. No excuses. Dedicate a little bit of time to recording, a little bit of time to editing, because if you decide to delay on that, you will take super long with doing both. Record a video every single day for a week. Build that habit. I think it's a good time for number 2. And let's talk niches and niching down, okay? So the audio decided to mess up on some of my files, so it's going to be a mix of me doing a voiceover and also some of the files that did work. But as far as niching down goes, I've done plenty of research on this, and I'm sure you've done the same thing. Either niching down is good and bad, or niching down is not good or bad. It really depends on who you ask. But at the end of the day, if you're starting out with your page, you just need to post content. That is the most important thing. You've got to figure it out. Some things will stick and do well, and that might be the thing to stick with. Other things may not do so well, and you might just have to switch it up. It all really depends, especially when it comes to just us having a multiple interest. At the end of the day, there are a plethora of creators in every single niche that you decide to stick with, whether it's cosplaying, whether it's acting, gaming, Twitch streaming, fitness influencing. There are so many creators in every single space. The only reason that they do well is because of the one factor that they are unique themselves. You are the niche. Bottom line, your experiences are unique. Nobody can replicate that. So you need to focus on producing the content that will light you up, that will interest you, and whatever happens, happens. Your audience will find you, but they aren't going to find you if you don't pick the content and just start playing around with different things, especially if you're small. This is the time for you to mess up. This is the time for you to branch out and try different things. Maybe things you weren't even thinking about being interested in, but play around with different things. Now let's get into the next point of a research loop, okay? Research loop. You're just stuck in a cycle of researching. Bottom line, all you're doing is researching. That is all your focus is on. You research how to make a great thumbnail, then how to make an amazing title, what hashtags to use, editing styles, or pro edits on a cheap software, or how to use this cheap software because you can't afford the paid software, how to make your videos cinematic, how to do, like, you see how it just keeps going and going and going? Don't get me wrong, it is really important to research, but make your research thoughtful and don't get stuck in it where you don't post content. Take the person who is doing a bunch of research on how to write a book. They get all the writing tips, they get all the writing books, they read every single book that they can get, they watch every single YouTube video they can find, how to write so you show but not tell, all this freaking stuff, but they're not writing the damn book. You can do all the research in the world, but like number 1, if you're not posting the content, you're wasting your time. And number 4, we've got to talk about insecurities, imposter syndrome, just overthinking everything in regards to yourself. You are going to cringe at your first couple of videos that you post until you get comfortable with it. You are going to hate the sound of your voice. You're going to think that you are not good enough. It happens to everybody, regardless of what field you go into. Everybody has had those moments. It's normal. The thing that you need to do is feel it, acknowledge it, but don't sit in it. Don't let your insecurities rule you, because at the end of the day, you are thinking about things that I promise you nobody else is even hyper fixating on. We are our own worst critics. And especially when it comes to the research phase and you're looking at all these creators with the large numbers, or the ones that have been doing this for years and they're at the stage that you want to be at, they had to start somewhere. Go look at Mr. Beast's oldest videos. Go look at Vanos Gaming's oldest videos. Go look at Viva La Dirt's oldest videos. All those creators had to start somewhere, and you do too. You never know what could happen. I have spent so much time overthinking and hyperfixating on making a video perfect. And like, I honestly was going to freak out with this one because the audio had messed up, but now I'm doing a voiceover. And with those videos I spent so much time on,
they didn't do as well as I thought they would have. But videos that I barely put any thought or effort into and I just recorded on the spot with a shitty camera and posted tens of thousands of views on TikTok. So you never know what could happen with the content that you post. You are overthinking for no reason. You need to just focus on yourself and focus on the work that you want to do. Because at the end of the day, you are unique and you have a story that needs to be told. And everybody is going to come and find you as you learn and as you grow. You're going to get to a point where you look back on your old content and think it's cringy, but that's not the case. You just have developed your skills as a creator. You have to start from square one, though. You cannot continue to make excuses and let your insecurities rule you. It is going to be something that comes up every now and then, and take it from somebody who almost quit doing this. Stick with it, get the grind in. You are worth it 100%. Just work.
And this leads me to my final point, because with all of this, it is going to be a job if that's what you want it to be. If you want to do this as a hobby, there's no shame in that. But a lot of us want to actually make a career out of this, want to get some money. And the biggest thing I would definitely say is don't forget to have fun. We get so concerned with the numbers, we get so concerned with the algorithm, we get so concerned with all these extra little things that we need to be concerned about. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's not important. However, we forget to have fun with it.
I literally have so much fun with the content that I post. Getting in this shot right here, I literally made a joke about how I'm sitting on the thing right now and swinging my feet because I thought about Kevin Hart. Okay. And how you can take nobody seriously when they're swinging their feet. I'm having fun with this video. I have fun with all the videos I've posted over the week. I now get to say that I cosplay at events and I get to dress up for a living, and I have fun doing that. I had to start somewhere though, and I've had my insecure moments, and they come and go every now and then. It happens, but when you get into a habit and get into a really good flow of posting, you start having fun at your mess ups. You start laughing at the mishaps. You start laughing and just enjoying the chaos of it all, because this really is a chaotic field. Regardless of all the videos out there, this is still some crazy stuff to really think about. Like, yes, I make videos for a living. I post skits, I dress up, I do all kinds of stuff. So, what is it that you're going to do and say that you create content for a living? Let me know in the comments.